Before we begin, make sure you like this video, follow the page, and turn on notifications for more real true crime stories that will leave you speechless. They thought they had the right target. Late one quiet evening in the suburbs of Sydney, an 85-year-old grandfather named Chris Baghsarian was at home, living the kind of peaceful life most people dream about at that age. A retired family man. No criminal record. No enemies. No reason to fear a knock at the door. But that knock never came. Instead, masked men forced their way inside. They were not there to rob the house. They were not there by accident. They believed they were carrying out a planned abduction tied to a violent underwood dispute. To them, this was business. Only one problem. They had the wrong man. Investigators later revealed that the kidnappers were allegedly connected to an organized crime feud shaking parts of Sydney. Authorities believed the group was targeting someone else entirely, someone they thought lived at that address. A rival, a debt, a message to send. But instead of their intended target, they took an elderly man who had absolutely nothing to do with the conflict. For days, his family had no answers. No ransom demands made public. No clear motive, just silence. Then the unthinkable happened. After an intense investigation, police discovered Chris Baghsarian's body in a remote area outside the city. The case quickly turned from a missing person search into a homicide investigation. Shock turned into outrage. How could something like this happen? 2 suspects were arrested and charged. Prosecutors alleged the crime was a catastrophic mistake or brutal misidentification in the middle of an escalating criminal turf war. What was meant to be intimidation became tragedy. The story exploded across headlines and social media, not just because of its violence, but because of its randomness. The terrifying idea that an innocent person living quietly could be pulled into a conflict that was never theirs. It forced a larger conversation about organized crime networks, digital coordination, and how quickly misinformation, even about an address, can become deadly. For the community, the loss was personal. Neighbors described him as kind. Family members called him devoted and gentle. A man who survived decades of life, only to fall victim to someone else's reckless decision. In the end, this wasn't just a crime story. It was a warning about how one wrong piece of information, one unchecked assumption, and one violent choice can destroy lives forever. They kidnapped the wrong man, and it turned deadly. If you want more real crime stories told with facts and respect, follow now and stay tuned for the next case.